There sure was a lot to talk about in that last part. Hopefully I'll be able to explain things in a bit more detail this time. Yeah, if you're using the return ring, just remember to actually send the character out of the castle after you use it. It's useful in a few circumstances. It does save on warp staff uses. Now everyone needs to get up north where the main fighting is. Now your three newest characters, Bridget, Claude, and Tailchew, they have to remain sort of separate from your main group at this point. Their main aim is to survive until the rest of your army gets there. Of course, you can rush Orgarhill's base and capture it and end the chapter, but doing so, you'll miss out on something very, very important. Now here I think I may have been trying to see whether Sylvia could finish off that boss and get the leg ring. It is a very good item for Sylvia. Also works well on those characters who are powerful but can't move far, which is pretty much Levin. I really do like to give it to Levin. Now that is a lot of pirates up there. Right, now I can kill that guy attacking the village if I want, but here's also some advice if you're playing this chapter. You can kill this guy if you want, but whatever you do, do not stop to visit this village, or any villages for that matter. Because if you do that, those pirates will catch her, and she will die. Now, of course, when Tailchew's on that low HP, you've got to be careful not to expose her to any enemy attacks. Now, there's a good reason I'm sending Dew out. There's a special secret event that occurs. It's a bit annoying, though. You have to get Dew all the way to the Blanky Tower. It is sort of worth it, though. It's a good item to pass on to certain children as well. Thankfully, only one of them can attack him. Now here's where I realise there's a chance that they could go around the other side and mob Azel, which would not be good. This is not good either. But he has enough HP to survive. Oh, it did more than just survive. Nice one, Azel. Odd to say that, they're far from defeated at this point. That is an odd sentence. Leg obtained. Oh, maybe it was alright giving him the life ring. And from this point on, the enemy phases last pretty long, because there's such a huge amount of enemy soldiers on the map. I'm also pretty sure that by this point, I'm not sure if I actually showed it, the menu yet, but I'm pretty sure that Beowulf is paired with Lachesis now. Which is definitely good. Of course, if you're pairing Lachesis with Finn, which is her other main pairing, you're in for a much harder time, because they've got to be paired by the end of this chapter, or else you won't be able to do it. Yeah, this is where the Thunder Sword is pretty useful. Doesn't really do that much damage because of, you know, sword users having crappy magic, but at least it gives them a long-range attack. I'll just get rid of this guy and then put Ira on that bridge. Against an army of axe users, Ira's a pretty effective wall. Interesting how in Fire Emblem you sort of had two kinds of tanks. Physical tanks who take hits using their defense stat, and evasion tanks who stop the enemy through just dodging a lot. Of course, evasion tanks aren't quite as reliable unless they're Levin or Ira in a situation like this. Now I'm going to put Azel on that village. No, I do not want to do that. I want to put him on that village so that when he gets attacked by that huge mob of pirates, he doesn't get chopped to pieces. Now hopefully he's going to dodge quite a bit. And no, that's probably not a good place to put Fury. Yeah, now here's where I was pretty stupid. I tried to get Edain to warp due up to Mardino. Problem is, I just put Fury in front of it. Yeah, I was pretty much saying, damn, by now. Have to wait till next turn then. And let's see how these guys are going. Now let her attack this guy so she also gets the benefits of Wrath. And then it will be time to heal her. As I said, Wrath, pretty much a guaranteed critical, and the main reason why she isn't completely useless by this point. Yeah, she just joins a little too late. I mean, you can train her up if you want to, but she won't really be that fantastic. It's mainly Wrath that's the good thing about her. And that staff you just saw Claude use, the reserve staff, it heals all characters within 10 spaces. Very useful staff. You probably saw a couple of enemies with it earlier on. Now that you've got one on your side, it's incredibly useful. Unfortunately, now we're going to have to kind of waste it healing a single character. In the next chapter, you can buy Claude a single healing staff to save on uses for the other one. And now I get this feeling that the rest of this part is just going to be pirates attacking Azel. And I'm probably right. Well, pirates attacking Azel and Ira. Who they obviously stand no chance against. Yeah, this reminds me of what things were like in Chapter 1 with all these axe users missing all the time. Again, I've made sure Azel is using thunder, not fire. He's going to be getting a lot of experience out of this too. But, yeah, that wasn't a very good level up. You know, statistically, one of those should have hit him by now, but I really shouldn't be complaining about that. He's doing pretty well. Of course, these hand axes have even 1%. They have a 1% chance of hitting him. You know what? I'm willing to bet that one of these 1% is going to hit him. Yeah, fortunately the hand axes can't hit Ira, but unfortunately she can't counterattack them. Wish we had another magic sword.